Alright, so Fujifilm has released a X-S10 camera. Now I like this. So I recently got rid of my Fuji X-T4. I used to have an X-T4 on the old channel. Obviously, all you guys are probably new viewers and stuff like that. So the old channel, the X-T4, I had an X-T4. I don't know what it is. I don't know what settings that I'm using. I don't know. I had to get rid of this camera. Had to go. I had an X-A7, a Fujifilm X-A7, and then I had the Fuji X-T4. And I wanted those two cameras because I wanted something where I could fairly well match the footage. You know, when you're using the same filming simulation, you can match the footage. And I liked the cameras. The image quality out of it was amazing. However, I could go out and I could shoot a video, take photos, whatever, and play them back on the screen. Everything works fine. I bring the camera home, take the SD card out, put it in my iPad, and there's about a 50% chance that it was going to work. And that was extremely irritating. And it was with both cameras. So I don't know what the hell I was doing with these Fuji cameras to make it that way. So I just can't see me just getting that lucky to have two cameras that didn't work. But that's my story behind that. Got rid of the X-T4. I'm going to be picking up the A7C soon. But Fujifilm just released a X-S10. Now, I'm not really sure exactly where this fits in their Fuji lineup, but here's the thing. I think 2020 has been the year of the content creator. You think about it, more and more YouTubers probably popped up this year than probably any other year prior to it. Why? Well, because a lot of people are sitting home doing nothing for an entire year with this virus and things of that nature. So the Fuji X-S10, all these cameras are coming out now with flip screens, and we'll get into the Nikon Z6 and Z7 next, and that still did not put a flip screen on their cameras, but a fully articulating screen on this Fuji X-S10. Fuji X-T4 came out with a fully articulating screen. Sony is putting fully articulating screens in their cameras now. Like, it is the year of the fully articulating screen, and it's the year of the content creator. And see, here's the thing. I know there's a lot of controversy behind that, but I read a statement the other day that really made a lot of sense to me. And that statement was that, a lot of people argue that they want just a tilting screen or a fully articulating screen. That's the big argument in the camera industry. That is what it is. That's perfectly fine. But here's the thing. Somebody put a statement in one of the Facebook groups that I follow, and it said that people who need the flip screen, I'll probably screw this up and I'll butcher it completely, but people who need the flip screen can't work around not having it. It can't be done. And people who don't need the flip screen can work around it. So if you require a flip screen, say you're a video person like me, I got my flip screen out. Right now I'm making sure that I'm in focus. It's tracking me and all that good stuff. So that's good. If I didn't have a flip screen, this camera would be kind of useless to me. That's one of the reasons when the Panasonic S1 came out, and that was like, wow, this is like perfect. Full frame, beautiful camera, everything, no flip screen. S5 comes out, beautiful camera, everything I need, and flip screen. I bought it. A7 Mark III, perfect camera, everything I wanted in my camera. I didn't buy it. Why? Because it didn't have a flip screen. A7C comes out, it's the same damn camera as the A7 III. I'm buying it because it's got flip screen. If you don't need a flip screen, you can make it work. You can make a flip screen work. If you're a photographer, you can get by with a flip screen. You can make it work. If you're a videographer, you can't do it. X-T3 comes out, beautiful camera. It's got everything I need on it. I didn't buy it because it didn't have flip screen. X-T4 comes out, bought it right away. Now, we talked about our problems with that. This camera here, spec'd out. It's got the older battery, no problem. Plenty of third-party manufacturers make battery for this. The W126S battery. And this is going to be more of a video-related channel. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm not really going to get too much into photography. I'll get more into the video. You do have the 26 megapixel sensor, so the same sensor. Can't see where it says X-Trans 4 or whatever. Processor. anyway, so you got DCI 4K at 30 frames per second, standard UHD 4K at 30 frames per second, 100 and 200 megabytes a second. So, I mean, comparing this to the alternative, A6600 or something along those lines, I think that's probably in the range, A6400. You've got higher bit rates on this camera, megabits per second. You got a much higher bit rate on this camera. And more shooting modes, you got DCI 2K. That's something that A7 or 6600, 6400, they don't have any of that stuff. External recording, 422 10-bit, and DCI 4K. And so, video-wise, this thing is pretty specced out. So, for $999, this is going to be a great camera. This is going to be a shipping. Will begin November 19th. You're looking at $999 for this camera, and it's going to be a great content creator. It's going to have a great autofocus system. Let me see if they also came out with a new 10 to 24. I'm not all that impressed with it. Compact features, 20 features, APS-C size, 26 megapixel sensor. I can't see if it has the X-Trans 4 sensor, and I didn't read any. Yep, X-Trans CMOS 4 sensor. So it has the X-Trans sensor, so same sensor and processor that is in the XT4, XT3, XT30. So it has all 18 film simulations of the XT4. This thing is stacked for $1,000. This is a mini XT4, capped out at 4K 30. It's going to be a great little camera for anybody who wants to get it. $999, it's $600 less than the XT4, and you're missing the 4K 30, but whatever. You can get it with the 18 to 55 for $13.99. You can get it with the 16 to 80 for $14.99. And that's 16 to 80 would be a great little lens. I had that lens for the XT4. It was excellent.